Well, Nigeria's Minister of Labour and Employment, Chris Ngige, who formally joined the presidential race on Tuesday, says with 40 years in public service under his belt, he has the right qualifications to become Nigeria's next president. But how do his proposed policies compare with those of his fellow aspirants, and how does he hope to stand out from the crowded field of candidates? Well, Chris Ngige is joining us live on the show now. Thank you so much for joining us on Newsnight. Well, I guess the question, is very, very clear. Exactly why do you want to be president, and what exactly recommends you as the best man out of the about 15 or so within the APC that have thrown their hat in? And to add to that, you're declaring at a time when people are questioning your conflict resolution abilities, especially as it affects or concerns ASU, the ASU strike.
Yeah, first, let me take the first question so that we can roll down from there. What stands me out? What stands me out is that I have the wealth of experience needed at such a difficult period of time now to manage Nigeria. The government that is in place now, they have executed our programs. Our program in APC, which Buhari administration is executing, built on economy and infrastructure, security, and anti-corruption. Those are the three cardinal things. If you mark this government, of which I'm a member, that's why I'm saying this, you cannot mark us low in terms of infrastructure. And in assessing us, you start from where we came in from, 2015. What was the situation like? Then after, what are the resources available to this government? And this government have done infrastructural development in the area of roads and bridges, airways, air transport, airports, inland waterways, railways, and what have you. Even electricity have been tackled. So you judge us from there. You judge us again from the point of that the resources we now got is about 30% of what was available to other governments before us. So even though we have managed to block the leakages, we didn't have enough resources in the basket. Initially, the basket was leaking. We plugged the basket, and we're now putting, but the entry, the running into the basket is not as big as it was before, when oil was selling at about $120 a barrel. And the COVID down came, struck a very debilitating effect. Debilitating stroke on us. So you judge us from there. You also go to security. Yes, security is interwoven with the economic situation, the economic reality. You can't divorce both of them. Unemployment has been a part of the economic situation. Many people are unemployed. They have found ready-made jobs with the Boko Haram, with the Odua People Congress, ESN of IPOB, and the bandits. They are all unemployed persons that have now gotten into a new business, a new trade, that is giving them gargantuous money as ransom. So I have the weight of experience needed because I'm coming from a background of civil servant. I joined the civil service in 1981. I rose to become a deputy director in Federal Ministry of Health and resigned or retired in 1998.
Okay. All right,
I went into the party. I became Assistant National Secretary of Party. From Assistant National Secretary of Party, I became governor.
All right, Minister.
I've done executive position as governor. in Anambra State.
Okay.
So I have the required skill. I have I'm equipped.
The wealth of experience. Okay, Minister, if you can hear me, I mean, a lot of people would disagree with some of the things you have said. For instance, you say electricity has been tackled. In the last 5 weeks, the national grid has collapsed at least 3 times. And, you know, generation has been a problem. It's been low. But because of want of time, let me ask you, the last time you tried to become a governor again in 2010 in Anambra State, you were unsuccessful. Why are you now trying on a bigger platform to become Nigeria's president? And you also mentioned security. So these are 2 questions. You mentioned insecurity. Well, in your base, Anambra State, and in the southeastern part of Nigeria, security is a major challenge. We still have those attacks. And IPOB has come out to basically say there would be no elections in 2023. Are you not worried that this will count against you and work against you?
It will not count against me. I start from bottom and come up. IPOB and what they are saying and what they have done, they say there will be no election in Anambra for governorship. But there was an election. There was a discussion. People discussed with them. And there was an election. Soludo has emerged from that election. Professor Soludo is governor. He's sworn in. So I take you from there and come up. In 2011 or 2015, they said there will be no election because of Boko Haram. 2011 and 2015. But there were elections. And nobody from the northern part of Nigeria was disqualified because there was Boko Haram insurrection. So you cannot say it counts against me because some young men who didn't see the war are talking and saying we want Biafra. Not everybody agrees with them. But for them, that is their own solution to the marginalization. And you know, marginalization is perceived and real. Thin line, perception and reality. So you don't write off everybody from the southeast and say because there's IPOB and this and that. No. You can't disqualify us with that. Okay. I come again to your own question about 2010 election. 2010 election, yes. I made a bid to come back as governor. I gave a result which gave Peter Obi, the incumbent governor then, 96,000 votes, winning votes, and gave me 87,000 votes, winning votes, and gave Professor Soludo 83,000 votes. I have the results. We went to the tribunal. They cancelled a lot of my areas of strength in Idemili North and Idemili South. Yes, that is the truth of the matter. So the fact that INEC have pronounced somebody in those days, that INEC in particular, that they pronounced you winner of election is winner in quotes. I won that election because we got our original results. Okay. To prove to you that I won that election, in 2011, I went to vie for the Senate. The then governor is from Central, senatorial district, like myself. Then National Chairman Abga Victume is from Central. Then the contestant, my opponent, Professor Dorakul, was from Central. 3 of them. I faced the 3 of them in that central election, and I won the election. I became the senator for Central. Yes. So that goes to show you that result of 2010 is not something you even rely on. Right. Okay.
However, going forward, because we don't have much time, what we want to know is exactly what you're going to do, what you will do. Hold on. What are you going to do differently? I mean, Nigeria faces an existential problem. Security. How are you going to face the Southeast issue? And of course, Nigeria fixing security, fixing the economy, and of course, moving Nigeria forward. How are you going to fix it practically?
Big question that you are giving me very little time to tackle. But I will tell you, I have already said it. I'm in the room. I'm inside the room. In the last 7 years, President Muhammadu Buhari magnanimously appointed me minister and made me Minister of Labor and Employment. So I'm a member of the Federal Executive Council, where decisions are taken. Implementation plans are drawn. Execution plans are set out. Directives are given. So I know where we have scored credit. I know where we scored distinction. I know where you can also mark us as having not met up the required mark. I will know how to improve on those areas that we haven't met up. I know. It will be for us to continue. If you bring a new person, he will start learning on the job. I'm inside this government. I know the problems. I know the handicap in execution. Security also, you can't discuss security in a public forum on television. But one thing I can tell you is that I have already said it loud and clear, that I'm a believer in restructuring of the security architecture, particularly the Nigerian police that is in charge of interior security, homeland security. The armed forces are actually for external aggression by their constitutional role. So it is actually the police and the civil defense, but mainly the police, that will focus attention to. How many governors are chief security officer in name and in reality? How many of them are deployed the required funds for material resources on security? So I have a plan that the Nigerian police should be structured to mimic the federal and state judiciary, so that between the state police and the federal police, there will be a handshake. And materials will be given to them. Governors take security fund. We will know where the security funds are going. So we must police everywhere. We don't have enough men now. We don't have enough material, enough guns, enough bullets, enough training even.
Well, Senator Chris Ngige.
So I know what to do in security. Okay. I won't discuss all.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for sharing the much you have. Yep. And we can only wish you the best with your party primaries. Yes. Hopefully you pick the ticket and be here to have some more conversations about how you plan to fix Nigeria. But thank you for being on the news tonight. Senator Chris Ngige is the presidential hopeful for the All Progressives Congress for 2023.